Mrs. Gita was 68 years old. She lived in a quiet town in India. Every morning, she brewed a warm cup of ginger tea and sat on her old wooden chair by the window. The birds chirped. The sun rose slowly. The world woke up. But inside her heart, something felt empty. Gita had retired from her job as a school teacher 5 years ago. Now, her days were slow. She read the newspaper, watered her plants, and watched television. Her husband had passed away. Her children lived in distant cities, busy with their own lives. Her house echoed with silence. Life had become too quiet. One ordinary afternoon, while cleaning an old cupboard, she found a forgotten notebook. It was brown, dusty, and smelled like old dreams. She opened it. On the first page, in her young handwriting, it read, "My bucket list. Visit Paris and see the Eiffel Tower. Write a book of short stories. Learn how to swim." Tears welled up in her eyes. "When did I write this?" she whispered. And then she remembered, she was 25. Full of hopes, dreams, and the belief that there would always be time. But life had other plans: work, marriage, children and responsibilities. She always told herself, later. Now, 43 years had passed. She still dreamed of Paris. But her knees ached and her doctor said no long flights. She wanted to write. But her fingers trembled after holding a pen for too long. She wanted to swim. But her heart was too weak. The doctor warned, no stress, no risk. Tears dropped on the notebook. "I waited too long," she whispered. That evening, something changed. Gita took a walk to the nearby park. She watched children laugh on swings. She sat beside a young girl sketching in a notebook. Asha smiled and asked, "What are you drawing?" The girl replied, "A story. I want to make a book one day." Gita softly said, "I wanted that too. Long ago." The girl looked up, curious. "Why didn't you?" she asked. Gita paused and said something that stayed with her even after the conversation ended. "I thought I had time. But time didn't wait for me." The girl looked serious and said, "You can still write, Auntie. You just told me a story right now." That night, Gita couldn't sleep. The girl's words echoed in her mind, "You can still write." The next morning, Gita picked up a fresh, new notebook. On the first page, she wrote, "New bucket list. Write short stories for children. Read books about Paris. Teach swimming theory to kids, even if I can't swim." She smiled and said, "I may not visit Paris, but I can still imagine it. I may not swim, but I can help others learn. I may not be young, but I can still live." Every morning, she began writing. Her stories were simple, beautiful, and full of warmth, tales of her school days, kindness, and childhood dreams. At the park, children gathered around her, eager to listen. They laughed, clapped, and always asked for more. One day, a local teacher overheard her storytelling and invited her to speak at a school. Gita said yes. Her stories were published in the school magazine. Then came a small book. Her dream was finally coming true, not in the way she once imagined, but in the way life allowed. One day, she looked at her old bucket list again. But this time, she didn't cry. She smiled, because she had finally understood something powerful. You don't need the perfect time. You just need to start. If you wait too long to live, time will live without you. Dreams don't have an expiry date. But time does. Don't wait for the perfect moment, it may never come. Start now, with what you have, where you are. Because every small step brings your dreams closer. Every effort adds meaning to your life. Don't let time pass you by. Leave, before it's too late. Dreams aren't just for the young. They're for the brave. Start today. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story that lifts your spirit. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy. Stay happy. See you in the next video.